everybody. We're going to be starting the stream in a couple of minutes here. Get your questions in. The Canucks fortunately lost. I'll be starting it any minute now. Cheers. Hello, everybody. What is going on? Oh, I forgot to add these things into my thing. Oh, of course. What a slacker I am. Let me put these in here first. Let me put these in here first there. I just get that out of the way. There we go. What's going on, guys? Nice to have you in here. Welcome to the Vancouver Canucks post-game show against the Philadelphia Flyers, where the Vancouver Canucks drop the game today in a really interesting game. I think the best way to properly talk about this one, the first couple periods were pretty rough. The final score, by the way, was 5-2 for the Philadelphia Flyers over the Vancouver Canucks. Let me get that up for you guys right here. All right. And who do we have in here so far? Leave your comments, by the way. If you guys want to be a part of the show, the best way to do it is to leave a comment on YouTube and or Twitter. This is being streamed both on Twitter and on YouTube. So definitely leave a comment if you guys want to be a part of the show. It's great to have you guys in here. And if you guys can also drop a like or subscribe if you guys want to help get us to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Canucks season. That's our goal. We're a fairly new channel. It'd be great to have you guys a part of this community. We're a really good community, positive community here. Well, I think we're all right. So let's get to it. Sith Ashura says, Team Tank is back on the menu. It feels like I can't be disappointed at this time. This is from Polarity 6831. I think this is the first time I've seen you in here, so welcome. But we could have done better. If we're winning now, I think we could try to retool, you know. The thing is, like, and we're going to talk about at length about, like, what this is. A retool, a hybrid rebuild. We're going to talk about it at length. Just let's get through some of the comments here real quick. But trust me, I'll answer my very long thoughts on this subject. I'm disappointed in our core vets, he says. These young guys are our future, and that's very clear after the game. William had a great rush at the end with a nice assist there, by the way. Big Reton. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome, Big. Nice to have you in here, man. Pleasure. Besser is in the blackest of void right now. I wouldn't go that far. He's obviously not scoring. He's in a slump for sure. He is working hard though. Like, you can see the guy's working hard, right? It's just not working for him. Move him around the lineup. Maybe put Garland and Sherwood with him. I don't know what you can do. Like, there's no center on that line, obviously. That's a pretty stupid idea, but I don't know what you could do, man. Like, you need to mix it up a little bit. get some more energy out of some of these vets here, because it's becoming a bit of a problem, right? I love Besser, but he's checked out. I thought Garland was honestly more checked out than Besser was tonight, if you wanted to go with the vets. But he did pick up that assist at the end. And I've always said, I'm never going to complain about guy going out there and getting points. It's not easy to score in the league. So you gotta mention that. Our vets playing are just eating minutes. Besser's completely lost. No confidence. Yeah, that's the thing, right? No confidence. Garland's been not himself for the last 12 to 15 games. DeBrusque was invisible. Yeah, I didn't hear DeBrusque's name at all this game, too. I didn't notice that. It was a tough game to watch. Yeah, man, the first couple periods were brutal. It was really bad. We got outplayed so bad. Demko held the line for us. And if it wasn't for Demko, man, sort of here at work. It sounds good, man. Hey, Louis the Logger with the $2.79 donation. Thank you so much, Louis, with that super chat. He's also a member. I'm pretty sure he's a member too. So thank you so much, Louis. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas, Louis. It hurts to say, but let's keep that L train going. I know you are happy. I know you want to lose all these games. But you know, let's talk about it. Let's just get into it. And by the way, if you guys want to be a part of the show, give me all your thoughts on the show, drop a comment right there on YouTube. You'll actually be on the screen as well for majority of the comments. YouTube does filter out some negative ones, so just a heads up on that. All right, I've been a fan of yours for a while as an under 100. Wow, that's amazing, man. Well, nice to have you on stream this time, brother. Nice to have you on stream, man. Really, really nice. Thanks, Louis. I appreciate that, man. That's nice of you. All right, so let's get to it here real quick. The box score. Let's get through this first. Nikita Grabenkin, by the way, on the Philadelphia Flyers. He had a good game. Very noticeable. Rick Tocchet's Philadelphia Flyers. That first couple periods were rough to watch, man. Let's be honest. Like classic Tocchet style hockey. Dump and chase. Like, it was classic Rick 101, you know? Absolute classic Rick. And but it worked against us today, and if it wasn't for Demko, the score would have been probably a lot worse. But Grabenkin, he had a goal there, made it 1-0. Carl Granstrom had the goal, made it 2-0 for Philadelphia. Dvorak made it 3-0. Zegras, another good game for Zegras, man. He's already had a nice bounce back season. Last couple seasons, he's been kind of suspect, but man, he's playing really good hockey in Philadelphia. Konechny, guy in my fantasy hockey pool, so at least there's that going for us, which is always nice. But yeah, Konechny is just a dog on a bone type player, man. Really good player. Max Sasson with the goal. Connor Garland, he did get the assist, and Tyler Myers with the other assist. By the way, if we're going to talk about it, let's just get into it right now. Usually we start with the positives. Let's start with the negatives, I guess, today. And you know what? When we're talking about, like, I guess negatives or things that aren't good, I gotta start with the communication. Okay, so let's just start with this. I'm confused, and I'm gonna ask you guys in chat right now if you guys are confused too, because I don't exactly know what we are moving forward when it comes to a plan. I understand Rutherford had a few interviews and Alvin had a few interviews, and we talked about a hybrid rebuild, a retool, a hybrid retool. We used all these fancy words, man. Here's what I do know. When Quinn Hughes got traded, they had a release that literally said the Canucks are going to be taking a step back and they're going to be going on a rebuild. This was their words. Jim Rutherford then went out and said in an interview that this is going to be a rebuild. This is the first interview, okay? This is right when the trade happened. It's going to be a bit of a step back. He did say, though, it wasn't a full-blown teardown, so it's important to mention. He did mention it's not going to be a full-blown teardown. That's fine. I think most people expected that wasn't going to happen. And he said it's not going to be a 4, 5, 6-year plan. But I think a lot of people thought it's going to be like a 2 or a minimum 3-year plan, right? I think that's pretty fair to say. So a week goes by, a week and a bit. We win 4 games, and now we're hearing that there was an article a couple days ago that this is a hybrid rebuild, okay, which I have no idea what that is. And then Alvin, and he did mention this before, said it was a hybrid retool as of today as well. So what is it? First of all, does it matter? Let me ask you guys, because I had this debate with a good friend of mine. Does it matter what you actually call it, right? At the end of the day, actions speak louder than words, but I do think communication is important. I think fans should know at least what to expect moving forward. They have mentioned that they don't want to sell off their first-round draft picks, which is good, right? Which is good. Like, this is what we want. We don't want them to go out and trade a bunch of our draft picks because we're not at that state anymore, right? We're not that good to be in that state. But at the same time, you know, they mentioned now we're in a hybrid rule. So does that mean that we're going to be taking other types of shortcuts? Or does it mean like this has always been the plan? It's going to take 3 years. Like, because I kept on thinking this is a 3-year build. Whatever you want to call it, it's a 3-year build. Is that still what the Vancouver Canucks are planning to do? Because tonight they did mention that, you know, they are going to take a step back, but it's a hybrid retool. I don't want to hear the word retool. You know, personally, I don't want to hear the word retool. I would even take a hybrid rebuild over a retool, you know, because at the very end of the day, I just want this Canucks team to be good enough to win a Stanley Cup one day. That's the ultimate goal. And you're going to have to take step backs in this organization before you can go and take big step forwards. Now, I want to make this absolutely clear. I am not on full-blown team tank, lose every game, celebrate. No, I'm not on that. I'm not on that thing. I want to cheer for this team and be positive about this team until we are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. After that, I'm on. Put me on the back of the train. It's fine. But I think it's important. I think it's very important to communicate what exactly is going on. And when you have a bunch of words that are misused, it's kind of annoying. You know, it's kind of annoying. Just tell us. If it's not going to be a full rebuild, you mentioned it's not going to be a teardown, just tell us, hey, you know what, it's not going to be great. But in the last 10 days, man, they've used 3 different types of words, and it's honestly confusing, man. So, like, that's just my 2 cents on the take. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. Let me hear what your thoughts are. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stay positive about this team, and I want them to do well, man. Like, I want them to have good games and be led by the young guys. Like, Zeev Bouillon had a great shift at the end of the game. Had a nice point. I want to see more of that, right? Let's get to the comments. We're back to normal. Jabroni, what's up, man? We are not back. Garland legacy game. Believe me, the players are just as confused as we are. Man, I was holding my breath when Bouillon went down. Yeah, me too, man. He did go down for a little bit, but he obviously came back, got himself a point, so that worked out okay. By the way, DPD also got a point. Drew O'Connor was the one who sniped that. That was the last goal there. Let me put the box scores up here. Let me put this down here for a second just so you guys can see it. I think it's good if Sherwood gets his hat trick and Demko gets shut out because that is the value to our rebuild. Sherwood has insane value. Well, that's the thing. I think, and I believe this, actions will speak louder than words. I don't think people will give a crap what you actually call this thing. But I think it's important to mention that if they go out and start trading guys like Sherwood and Kane, that's the bare minimum what they should be doing right now because they can get some assets back and we can keep this train rolling. But we're not really going to know what they want to really do until they either trade or keep Connor Garland, trade or keep Thatcher Demko. Like that's the all end of all, right? I think it's pretty fair to say. It's not a real rebuild or whatever the hell you want to call it until you figure out what you're going to do with those guys. Or Besser even if you really want to go that route. I wouldn't, but an option, right? So just something to think about. Blow up the team or fire Alvin and Rutherford from McDee's. Again, our bottom players, line scoring, top players not doing so much. The power play looked out of sync. Yeah, the power play wasn't good today. I know you need to get those guys like Garland and Besser going, but man, I wouldn't mind seeing some of these young guys get opportunities on the power play. And and see how they look, man. I know they're going to get opportunities anyway once the trades start hitting in, but we're in a trade freeze right now, so that's not possible, which is good because I want them to spend time with their families and all that lovely stuff, right? But just something to think about. Canucks needed this game to remind management who they really are. It's okay for us fans to have delusions, but management needs to understand what this team is. And I think, yeah, it's when it comes to communication, right? Like, what exactly is this team? Just maybe communicate it a little bit better to us. It would be great to know, like, what your actual plan is. Like, remember when the New York Rangers went out and they sent that letter? It was like a 2-page letter, and they let the fan base know, this is our plan, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what we're building. And they did it for a few years, and then they obviously jumped off the plan. But at least they went and they communicated with us. Like, I would love to see something like that. Even if it's not a rebuild, even if it's a retool, I would like to see something like that and communicate it with us a little bit more clear, just personally. Hybrid retool with some of the old cars sticking up the room seems like a bad idea. Well, it does seem like a little bit of a fast forward button, right? Doesn't it? Both the Wild and Canucks are 4-1 since the trade, and they both lost their last game. What's going on? We both lost the trade. No. You know what? Good teams lose sometime, and great teams like the Vancouver Canucks, they lose too, man. 4-1, though, on that road trip. Pretty damn good, man. Impressive. Sarcasm, by the way. We looked tired tonight. Yeah, we did look tired tonight. That's actually a good comment, Mark. Alvin still has to go. A lot of people are being hard on Alvin today, looks like. I'll take the 4-1 on the road trip any day. Yep, I agree. But the real test is on Saturday at home against the Sharks. The Sharks are a very good young team coming up. They're not obviously ready to make that move yet, but they're not going to be an easy win. And Celebrini, man, that guy is an absolutely special hockey player. He's going to make that Canadian team 100%. Just enjoy him. Enjoy watching him play, man. The way I see it is management sees it as a long-term retool. Yeah, well, this is what I mean. Long-term retool, aka 2 to 3 years, rather than on the fly where a rebuild is anything. That's great. I agree with you 100%. That's all I wanted it to be communicated to us. Be like, hey, it's going to be, I know they mentioned 4, 5, 6 years. They're not going to do that. But when they start using these fancy little words, it's kind of annoying. Just don't use the fancy words. Just I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I have no faith in Alvin, and Rutherford can stay until he finds a suitable replacement. I don't see Foote as coach next year either. Ratu needs power play time. Faceoffs are so important. Yeah, Ratu, let me take a look at the box score for this game tonight. Canucks, NHL.com. Let's take a look. Let's get this going for you guys. So, boom, 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 on the fly here. On the fly. All right. Which is great that I can do this pretty quickly here. All right. Let me move my logo here real quick. All right. Brock Besser tonight with the 19 minutes of ice time. He was the -1. He had 2 shots on net. Connor Garland, 2 shots on net. He had the 1 point, which is good. He was -1 as well. 18 minutes tonight. A lot of the veterans got a lot of minutes tonight. It's something you're going to notice. Drew O'Connor, 15 minutes. Sherwood, 16 minutes tonight. Drew O'Connor got the goal, which was nice. Atu Ratu, 10 minutes of ice time today. 14 shifts. Just the 2 hits. Yeah, that's about it there. His face-off percentage tonight, 88.9%. Ratu continues to dominate on the face-offs. So just to mention on that. Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? Max Sasson had the goal, a very nice goal, 5-hole. This guy has up to 8 goals now, I believe, which is really good. Just 12 minutes. Like, guys, David Camp, 14 minutes. Jake DeBrusk, though. Oh, okay, finally. So Jake DeBrusk didn't get the minutes he usually did get. He only got 12 minutes tonight. So there was at least one veteran here that did not get the time a lot of people thought he usually does get. So there was maybe a little bit of a message there. Evander Kane had 19 minutes tonight. He was a -2, but you know what? Kane did have a few pretty decent shifts tonight. I got to mention. I think a team will pay for a little bit for him. I thought I'll just get rid of him for a 4th or 5th. I think maybe we can get a 3rd rounder for Kane now. I'm more watching him, and he seems to be picking up his play. But there's some still giveaways that are just kind of silly. Ogren, he had the 12 minutes tonight. He was a -1. Marco Rossi with the 20 minutes tonight, -1. And the one that surprised me, I know he was a -2, but Carlson only 10 minutes tonight. This is guy, he's been on fire for your team. I would like to see him get more minutes than this. Give him a real opportunity, and let's see what he can do, man. Like, I would like to see more minutes from Ogren, Carlson. Rossi is good there at the 20 minutes. That's fine. But, yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe drop Besser and Garland's minutes down a little bit and move some of those guys up. Something I would like to see moving forward here. They need to trade Kane and Sher. We have Lecker, Mackey, and Hoglander not on the line. They bring speed and skill. So that's another thing. It's the battle between, do we trade someone now or do we wait? Right? It's the ultimate conversation, right? Well, right now, obviously, with the trade freeze, so that's not happening. But are we going to trade the guys? Well, if you look at it right now, Lecker Mackey's on an absolute heater in Abbotsford, right? Ogren's playing pretty darn well up on the NHL team. One way or another, you need to get Lecker Mackey back up and put him on the top 6 and put him on the power play. Or if you don't want to do that, at the very least, put him on a line with Ogren and let's get that chemistry going because it's time, man. Like, and Hoglander needs to be playing. I know he took a bit of a break, and that's what Foote said. He just wanted to, it's not easy, playing so much, but yeah, it's a weird one. But at the end of the day, I think it's pretty fair to say they are going to trade these guys eventually, especially if they're not going to re-sign guys like Sherwood, which could be an option. They're going to, like, at the worst case scenario, you're looking at the trade deadline, right? So they're going to get their minutes regardless. Everybody saw what Alvin said during intermission, right? Yeah, he mentioned that. That's what we were kind of talking about before. This team is 32nd overall. No. Let's take a look at NHL Tankathon. We are right now currently sitting in second last place. We have a .458 point percentage. Chicago has a .457 point percentage. We have 1 point more than Chicago. Chicago's in last place. We're in second last place as of right now. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this stream, feel free to like the stream. Hit a subscribe button if you guys want to be a part of this community and join us on the streams and all the videos we do. The last video we did with Tyson Cole was awesome. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Love hanging out and talking hockey with all those guys. They're really nice guys. And we talked about the Sherwood trade and all that lovely stuff as well. What do we got here? They don't like Ratu's defensive game, so he gets less minutes getting stretched. I don't even think Ratu's that bad defensively, personally. Justin Credible's here, man. What's going on, buddy? Victoria, it's fine. Team was tired. Yeah, man. It's fair to say they were tired. And it was a good road trip. Like, if you want some positivity, man, it was a good road trip. We were 4-1 on the road trip. No one expected anything like that on this road trip. So that is good. That is real good news. And if you want them to make the playoffs, of course, right? We're, I think, 6 points now away, if I'm not mistaken. We were 4. We still have Hoglander. That's right. Someone's got to come out. Talk about the Willander-Pettersson line. Yes. So the kids, let's bring up actually, I'm going to bring them up here. So let's go back and let's get the box score for the defense now for you guys. Box score, defense, right here. All righty. Okay. So defense, Tom Willander tonight, 15 minutes of ice time. He was -1. Willander and DPD's actually, our defense as a whole has been playing better recently in the last month, I would say. But Willander is just consistently good. Dude, he reminds me, and this is not a shot. This is a compliment. Maybe he even has more offensive talent. We'll see. But he reminds me of Chris Tanev. Just skates well, makes the right play a lot of the times, good defensively, a guy you can rely on. And he's so young to be doing this already. Like, I really like Willander. And DPD had a slow start to the season, let's be honest. But he's been playing way better recently. And I thought both of them looked okay tonight. I thought they looked pretty good. Willander was probably better of the two, I would think. But both were pretty good tonight. Hronik was a -4 tonight, which surprises me. I don't think he was that. I guess plus-minus is not the best stat in the world to tell. But I don't think he was -4 bad. I don't know. I actually thought Marcus Pettersson tonight had a pretty good game. He had one bad turnover, but other than that, like I thought the defense, I know they were getting shelled, like our goaltender was getting shelled early, but I don't think they were that bad. Obviously, in the third period, it just didn't work out there. And the first 2 periods, though, they were like, I don't know. It's a weird game. Like, what do you guys think, man? It's a weird one. Bouillon, by the way, was -1, but he did get the 1 assist near the end of the game, played 21 minutes. I thought he looked good again. I thought Z. Bouillon played well. Thatcher Demko was a monster tonight. Unlucky at the very end, letting all those goals in, but you know what? He held us in it. He gave us a chance to win. I really hope the Olympic US team is watching this and gives him a shot to make that team, man. He's been so good. Garland was making so many bad plays. If Ratu was doing that, he would be in the press box. Garland, I'm not sure what's going on there. He's fighting through it right now. I think it's pretty fair to say. I think he would be the first person to mention that too. I brought it up in the last video about Sherwood in the comments, but I don't know what to do with Sherwood. I think you got to go out and if he's not going to stay here, and for a reasonable price, you got to go out and trade him and see if you can get that first rounder or a couple of second rounders. I think that would be the most important. Keep Macker Gold's in here. What's up, buddy? Keep selling, keep playing the young guys, see what they have to work with. And that's the thing, right? Like, it's about the young guys. As long as the young guys go out and play well, like, if you win or lose, whatever, man, like, at the end of the day, the young guys is what matters. And as long as the young guys are the guys producing and showing up, like, that's going to be great for the development moving forward, and we can figure out exactly where we can go with this team. Good comment. He's worth $4 million, but also 30, and a culture guy, and is on fire this year. But do you trade that for picks and prospects or sign him to? I think he's going to get more than 4. I think a team's going to go out there and get a fifth, go $5 million for him, or at least 4.5, 4.75, something like that. And this is why I believe he's going to leave. I think he's going to outprice what we're going to give him personally. Willander made a big play on that play. I know he'll remember that. I don't know. It's young guys make mistakes. Put them back out there. That's what I always say, right? You can't just show the standard for the veterans. I don't think I never understood the notion that the young guys, they make a mistake and suddenly that's it. But then the veteran makes the same mistake and he gets the leeway because he's experienced. No, I don't buy that. You know what? Be fair to both. Hronik -4 and Demko looked okay. Thoughts on the Olympics? I'm excited, man. I think the Olympics are going to be great. It's going to be some of the best hockey we've watched in God knows how long. Canada looks pretty stacked. USA looks good. Sweden looks all right. Finland, like there are some real good teams there. I'm excited, man. Like Olympic hockey, there's nothing beats it. It's so fast. I do wonder though, the smaller rink, they mentioned that it's going to be a little bit tighter. I do wonder how the neutral zone is going to go, and you're going to have guys like Tom Wilson running around. You know, for sure, he's going to make the team for sure. Get that first for Sherwood ASAP from Louis the Logger. Sherwood's gone before the break. Possible. It has to be before the trade deadline. Before the Christmas break? So the trade freeze ends in 6 days from now, right? So it would have to be within a month there. Yeah, it's possible. Let's try to get that Leafs pick. They don't have a pick. Unless you're talking about the Leafs pick that they traded away. Hey, Doodle, my kid is a fad. Yeah? Sounds like a really good, smart kid you have there, Macker. Macker Gold. Willander learning experience. Yeah, man. We have another donation here. Merry Christmas from Louis the Logger. Louis the Logger must have had his paycheck tonight with the $2.79 dono. Thanks, Louis. I appreciate it. He's dropping the Christmas tree emojis. I gotta represent that. He not only does he have the ones with the decorations, but he has the normal trees. So he mixed it up there with the Christmas trees and the normal trees. Louis the Logger coming through, man. Thanks, Louis. Appreciate it. The size of the rink is the same as the IHF World Championship. It's not. No, it's not. Unless something's changed, the neutral zone, the distance between the end and the beginning is shorter. I don't know exactly what are the dimensions, but it's not exactly the same. I could be wrong. You guys can tell me. By the way, let's give some hype to Louis the Logger with the double donos there. Let's get some hypes in the chat. Show him some love. Really appreciate that. Attaboy, Louis. Wins in the chat for Louis the Logger. I appreciate that. So let me ask you guys, moving forward here at the Vancouver Canucks, where do you guys stand on this? Where do you guys stand on this team? Like, what do you think, this Vancouver Canucks team in general? What would you like to see for the rest of the season? What would you guys like to see before the trade deadline? Who do you guys want to keep? Who do you guys want to go out and trade? Let's hear it. It's almost certain the same. Almost certain. Okay. You're almost certain. I swear to the hockey gods. All right. Olympic rink size. Let's see if there's anything new. All right, so the men, here we go. The men and women's games at the two arenas will be played in rinks that are 60 meters long, 26 meters wide, or 196.85 by 85.3 feet. The NHL dimensions are 200 by 85 feet, which is 60.96 by 25.908 meters. So the Olympic size will be slightly wider and more than 3 feet shorter. This is officially from NHL.com. So it does look like the rink size is going to be a little bit shorter for the Olympics there, Sith. So there you have it. Fact check on the fly. Man. I still think we need another young C. This is okay. So this is what I have for my plan. Okay, this is the way I'm thinking. I think you just need to go out, trade guys like Sherwood, trade guys like Kane, trade your UFAs. Okay. Oh, I see what you meant. Oh, I see what you mean, Sith. Okay, I get it now. Trade those guys. I don't think you have to go out and trade Demko and Garland, but I would be perfectly okay if you wanted to go that route as well. But at bare minimum, I think you need to trade the UFAs, draft with your first round picks, all of them. Don't trade them. Select with your all draft picks for the next 3 seasons. Not 1, not 2, but 3 seasons. That's what I want to see. And I think we'll be in a great spot if we go out there, we develop these guys. Some of these guys like Coots, some of these big picks are going to come in and play for us. That's what I'd like to see, personally. That's what I consider a hybrid rebuild is, if that's what they're going to be going as, or hybrid retool or whatever, right? I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree. Yeah, so then beside I say not NHL size, I see. 2 different sides, I see. Okay. What will Christmas get? What will the Canucks get for Christmas? What will the Vancouver Canucks get for Christmas? I don't think they're gonna get Cole. I think that's a little too harsh. You know, I understand they're second last. But you know what? They, at the very least, they got some value for that Quinn Hughes trade. Who wanted out? Quinn wanted out, man. He wanted out. So there got to be some credit for that. Let me ask chat, what do the Canucks get for Christmas? I don't know, man. I don't want to trade Demmer, but we need to keep some vets. Well, we need to keep some vets, which is why I think we'll keep DeBrusk around. We'll keep Rock Besser around. Like, well, if Tyler Myers will be around for another year as well. Like, there's going to be still some vets on this team if they even go out and trade Garland and Demko if they wanted to go that route, right? I want to see the young guys because playing vets isn't working, and trade Kaner and Sherwood. Yeah, everybody wants to go out and trade those guys. I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. And me too, man. I want to see the young guys get more minutes. I think this is the first time I've seen you in here, man. Welcome, brother. I'm not sure if you're a subscriber or not. It would be very nice to have our first. This is from Scared and Impaired 8162. Nice to have you here, man. It would be very nice to have our first, Minnie's first, a first from the Sherwood trade, our second, and a second from the Kane trade. I think it would be third or fourth for the Kane trade, but I can see it. what you're mentioning. One draft and be completely buy-in. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? And just go into the draft excited for all these new guys we're going to pick. Lecker, Mackey, Ogre, Muratu need to take a step forward next season too. I agree. DPD, Willander, Mancini. Oh, Mancini's like the forgotten guy, man. He's like the forgotten guy. You got to get him some minutes too, right? DPD, Willander, Mancini need to stabilize and keep aggressing. I agree 100%. Well, nice comments, man. Welcome, brother. Hope I see you guys. Hope I see you here again, man. A practice rink at Rogers Arena. That is a great training facility. We need a practice arena. Man, that is such a great comment. You know what? Guys, I told you guys, whoever makes good comment, they go into the Hall of Fame. All right? I only have one comment so far in the Hall of Fame since I started this. Where is my Hall of Fame folder here? I need to find it. It might be in my other, yeah, it's in my other thing. But you know what? I'm going to get this one. You are officially in the Hall of Fame, my friend. Well done. Great comment. I love that. That's good. From Google. The 2026 Milan Cordown Olympics, they're first size of thing. I agree. Hey, man, we're good. We're on the same page now. I was wrong. I think Coots makes the team next year, fills a huge hole. And we got a top pick in the draft. Should be top 10 at the very least. Hopefully top 5. Add a couple more picks from the trades. We'll have decent prospects this year. I agree. Big J Man. What's going on, Big J Man? Canucks New Year's resolution. Practice arena, man. Let's go. I'm sneaking that comment in, man. A practice rink. Training facility. Let's do it. But also, how about this? Either I want one of these two things to happen. Best case scenario, we make the playoffs, we win the Stanley Cup. Okay. Worst case scenario, second best case scenario, we got a top 5 pick. Ideally, top 3 pick. I want one of those two things. That's what I want. So less than a foot there and barely noticeable at all. I need to draft more Canadian players. I have seen this debate more recently. I know Rick Dollywall, or was it? No, it was Don Taylor, who like to see more Canadians on the team. Yeah. Could we see a Garland trade or a Demko trade? Which is more likely? It's a good question. It's a really good question. Which is more likely? I'll have to get your guys' opinions on this too. I would say probably Connor Garland. Just because, first of all, I don't like if you're going to do a hybrid retool, I think goaltending is so important in that sense. I don't think they want to trade a guy like Demko personally, so I'm probably leaning towards Garland. Also, I think it would be pretty easy to trade a guy like Garland. A lot of teams would love the guy. He works hard. He has tenacity, puts up points. I know recently he's been struggling, but I think teams would really value that. So I'm going to go with Connor Garland on that one. Getting someone in the Stenberg, McKenna, or Verhoff Castle's top 5 range. Someone like Caleb Malhotra really would be an interesting one too. In the mid-first, and someone like, you know, I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not going to butcher it. In the bottom of the first would be fire, would set us up. And that's what I mean. At the end of the day, what you really want, though, is you just want them to go out, select the picks they have, and let's rock and roll. Right? Like at the end of the day, yeah, it would be great to have those specific guys. We don't know what's going to happen in the draft. But I think it's fair to say you just want to go out, make the draft picks. I think that's what people would like to see the most. We'll have an entire team of Sweden for all I care as long as we win the cup. Winning the cup, that is the most important thing. There's a lot of value in Garland. I agree. I think you can get a first rounder for Garland pretty easily, personally. Let's go to the media here real quick. Let's see what the media has to say about this game, including some of the Canucks players. By the way, Kiefer Sherwood tonight, 3 shots on goal, 11 hits for Sherwood tonight. Like, this guy continues to go out and do things that not a lot of players in the league go out and do. Like, this guy hits everything that moves. The team's going to really value that. Second 10-plus hit game in the last 7, which is insane. This is from Beebs Bondi, by the way. So shout-outs to Beebs there. 5 games of 8-plus hits this season. 5 hits in 17 out of 36 games. And he's scoring. Like, man. Adam Foote, man, he said it's good to see some resiliency has paid off. It was a good road trip. So he's taking the positives. out of it, by the way. Drew O'Connor basically said, looking at it as a whole, I think it's about as good as you can ask for. Really good trip for us. We'll build off after the break. So looks like they're kind of ignoring the fact they lost today, didn't have the best effort, but they were tired. I think it's fair to say. And I guess the big quote coming out of this game is the whole Alvin interview, right? Garland, DeBrusk, and O'Connor can go for picks. And Coots will be playing Langley February 16 and February 27 against Am I going? Maybe. I might actually go check that out. That's during the Olympics, though, right? Like, if there's any, like, maybe. I might go to one of those games. Thanks for the shout-out. That's, it's good to know. All right, guys. I think that was a good stream. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Go check out all the other YouTube content creators streaming. And also, if you guys want to support the channel, drop a like, drop a sub. I'd appreciate it. And also, go support the Vancouver Canucks, man. Have a Merry Christmas, early Merry Christmas, guys. And a Happy New Year. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys next stream. There's no game for a while, so I'll probably have a stream somewhere in the middle of the week. So just look out for it. All right, guys? Take care, guys. Much love. Thanks, guys.